What's up? Hello. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. We are trying this Still Austin brand cask strength bourbon whiskey. It's 116 proof. It's pretty tasty. Nice and smooth, got a good sweetness coming in, and then it just rolls over to a good warmth burn, kind of thing. Definitely digging it. Probably need a little bit more. What is going on? Is it working? Is it working? Is anyone there? It'd be a bummer if I could redo this 12 times. Alright. Waiting to see if anyone shows up. I will do a little lever lock picking. My Roy Salmon's tools. Well, there we got somebody watching, so apparently it's working. How's it going, watcher? Thank you for watching. What's up, Mr. Rock Out with your lockout? Just so happens I happen to have your sticker right there. Let me throw a big old congratulations to you on reaching that 2K marker, my friend. Alright, so I got 4 levers. Not Too Dead, what's up, brother? Oh, is Not Too Dead here as well? I just so happen to have that there. And congratulations on busting that 1K over on Instagram, my brother. I think it was 1,028 when I just checked. Dorian S., how you doing? Mr. Remy, what's going on? I am attempting to pick this Square 660. Not hitting something right. Oop, now I'm stuck. Goals it is, baby. Mr. Nola Southpaw. Pleasure to see you, man. I went early just hoping Nola would show up. I was like, man, Nola gonna be in bed in about 20 minutes, so we want Nola in the chat. Well, Boomer, happy birthday. How old are you? What are we celebrating? 22, 78? Where are you at there? Yeah. Dorian S., good to see you. Carter, hello. We got some Carters around. The Honors, hello. Ryan, you have a master lock. It can be opened with a master lock. Not all of them, man. You got to know which ones and you got to know how to do it. And it creates impact on your own fingers and wrist and hands. So if you're an old guy like me, you would, if you want to go the kinetic route, you're just going to grab a hammer. God damn, I cannot get this fucker. I was like, what is going on? Let me go back down. Sophia, hello. Peter, 12. Oh, North Korea. For real? North Korea? That's crazy, man. Glad you could get in if that's where you're from. Raise up the pin, pop it on. Last one. Ooh, I got something to move. Oh, there we go. Nice little open. Good way to start it. Show you the tools you're working with. This is Roy Salmon's made this. He's a wonderful lock picker. Very innovative with tools and stuff. So you can swap out different size wires and then This is the tension tool he made. So you got that peg on the back to go through that hole in the back, because some of them have that. You got your tension bar right there, and then you got this nice groove. This makes it easy to move this back and forth, keep it in place. The tools that I tried to make and get going with it were pretty embarrassing. Oh, fighting lockpicker! What's going on, brother? Oh, that was the next one I had. Hold on a second. You got the fighting lockpicker right there. Ba-bam! That's one of our original 6 shacklemen, man. Good guy. Mr. My saw Mountain Mix in there too. What's up, brother? I ain't trying to leave you out, man. Just trying to get to everybody. Jim Campbell, hello. Alright, we're doing a little Still Austin cask strength bourbon tonight. Little sippy sippies. Having a little fun with it. Hello, Alex. Yeah, hit that like button. Come on around and subscribe. If you want to become a member or send some money in a chat or do any of that shit, you will be helping my other channel, Mitten Made Lockport. We are a drive that's a group we started for our vets, our veteran lockpickers. Help supply and support them and give them some community and friends and people just fucking cheering them on every goddamn day. Because they deserve it, you know what I mean? You serve, you come back, you're supposed to be taken care of. That's a social contract. And I didn't serve. I tried to. I signed up. I broke my ankle before I was supposed to leave. And they were like, not you. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't serve, but my service is to take care of our people right now. And we're getting ready right now. Mitten Made is, we're going to bust 1,000 locks live over Thanksgiving. And we're going to do a little bit of fundraising, but mostly getting donations from sponsors and people, and putting together packages to send out to about 15 to 20 vets for the holiday season. So talking to a couple of our guys, seeing what they need, and I can start asking people for specific shit now. I'm pretty happy. Oh, what did I have this here for? I was going to show something. Oh, we're going to bust cups with that in a minute. So, let's go ahead. Moose. There's a moose in this. Let's go ahead and try chain escape. We're going to need to open this. Hold on. We'll go with a little chain escape and have some fun. Since I had to pick this with the rake earlier, let's pick it with the rake right now. Uh-oh. I gotta look back at what's going on. Is there drama in the chat? Well, shit, if I can't pick this lock not in a chain, how the fuck am I gonna pick it when I'm chained? Alright, let me practice for that concept. Which pick would I want to use? I should be able to get into it with this. Coming in a screwed up angle. You know what? I'm distracted anyway. Hold on. Oh, he got bounced. Nola, at least get a screenshot, man. I missed all that. Well, let's straight up invite the trolls then. Let's go straight to handcuffs. The Viper Tex, you can get them on Amazon. Fun handcuffs. These are half real cuffs, I'd say. brand-wise, they're not real, you know what I mean? Ain't no cop can buy a pair of Viper Techs. But they're not much different than some of your Chicago pairs, other than they're cheap as fuck, and they do not do a reversed cuff. So when you pop them on, you got holes in and holes out, which can be annoying, as I've said. Now here's the Chicagos. Very similar. For some reason, I've started jamming up one of these. Sometimes it gets stuck now. So it's a good idea to cycle your cuff and make sure it's working before you stick them on your hands and cuff your ass up. Hey, Rob Fix, what's going on? Well, they all fit the headboard, man. I mean, you know, cuffs is cuffs where it's concerned. And that's why it's for 18 and over. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get in there with this bent fucking pick right on the top. I'm gonna lean it back that way, feel my pawl, and then I'm gonna work it that way and still be in the cuff. Shit, I slipped off. Alright. Much easier when it's one fluid motion for me at this point. So bend back, or lean back, manipulate the pawl, bend your pick. That's what we're doing there. And then it's a good idea to, even though I tend to, you know, get out like that, and then when I'm using my left hand, I'm free when I'm doing escapes, but you do, how do you appraise them? Oh, well, hold on, but I do like to, you know, do it from the other side while cuffed, so like to practice it, and then you still, even practicing it freehand this way takes a little adjustment, because I'm used to doing it the other way. Appraising cuffs, I'm not really the guy to do that. If they're, I mean, I can tell you what kind of current cuffs are relatively worth, you know, based on what I pay for them to buy them and stuff like that, but, in the dark when it comes to what I should pay for like an antique pair, just like everybody else is. I do have, thankfully, I have a couple sources, people I can ask and things like that, but, yeah. Yeah, you got to practice from both sides. And then the nice thing, what I really like to do to get a lot of practice in is, is just that. Once you pick it, if you hold it on your wrist, you can kind of, you know, easily put it back on. So I got to pick, put it back on, pick, put it back on, pick. Just, I can over and over it that way, so I can get a lot of practice. And then even if I want to stay free, but I want to keep the tension like I am, you know, I can hold it on my wrist, transfer it over, you know, my pick over that hand, and then kind of do it that way. Maintain the tension and the limited mobility of the picking. Or what I like to do when I was starting out and learning it is I also like to just put it on one wrist and freehand practice from both sides. I think it's a pin on the side like the police have. Oh, you mean the double lock? Yeah. You want to see a double lock? Alright. Let's start double locking. Peerless, one of the most commonly used brands and lock mechanisms. So if we bust out our, oh shit, where'd it go? Our rock out with the lockout custom key tool. Get in there and double lock these bitches. Double lock, double lock, double lock, double lock. So, where the hell did I put my pick? Pick was just in my hand. That can't be it. No, that ain't it. Where's my fucking pick? Ah, this is why my desk drives me nuts. Literally just had it in my hand. It's not that one, it's not that one. It's none of those. I mean, who gives a shit? I'll use that. But I wanted to use, oh no, you know what I'll use. Hold on. Alright. Sorry. We're double locked. Here we are. I'm going to go with an oversized bobby pin. I'm going to show you the double lock on one side with the straighty pointy pokey. And prove we have beat the double lock. There you go. I'll put it back on. And then the other double lock, we'll use the bent ends. We're going to get into the keyway and pop it just in the path that the key blade would take. Oh, already got it. And then switch over to that pointy pokey side and pick out the cuff. 700 C's, yep. Yeah, well, now you really, Smith & Wessons and all. So Smith & Wessons, model 100. These are the push through double lock instead of the push pin double lock. But I do have these in both style. So let's look at picking out of them. Smith & Wessons. Yeah, they're a little. The tolerances are a little tighter on the Smith & Wessons than Chicago's. They're certainly harder to shim. A little stronger pawl. There we go. Not going down far enough for it. There we go. Take my time, it slows me down. If that makes sense. If I take my time, it slows me down. Alright. Now these are leg cuffs. They similar keyway, Chicago. Get in there, lean back, and do that. They're a big ass cuff. Cool thing about these is I can fit both wrists into one cuff. And it really fucks up the mobility. So the keyway is right there on this side. I've got to get in there and lean it back and manipulate the pawl in a very awkward fashion. Ah, there we go. Woo! they're tight no matter, even if you just put them on that first click. Even if you have little wrists, it's a tight little grab. Denzel, what's going on? What was going on? Big locks against the base. Oh yeah, hell yeah. That's basically, I mean, whether you're drinking, cheers to everybody, smoking, or just sitting around, man. Like, you just sit here and you start blasting on locks. Dominic, I'm picking handcuffs, escaping handcuffs. Showing people how to get out of handcuffs. We're having some fun, man. So let's pick out a 2-pair. People, oh, what about the double lock? Well, you got to learn to pick the single first. You got to learn to shimmy your handcuffs first. You have to crawl before you walk. And once you're walking, you're like, I want to run. And you start doing that. All right. I'm going to go bent pick. Let's see if I can bend it back into a little bit more usefulness. All right. That's a little bit better. And pick the cuff. Get in there. Pick the cuff. Don't get pick stuck. There we go. That's probably because I'm backwards with that point. Oh, come on, you fucker. What's going on? Well, I'm stuck. Not too dead. Start driving. Get over here. Get me out of these cuffs. Why am I not hitting that? This is insane. Is it just that bent up? I'm just grab a regular little bobby pin, see if I can do it with that. Apparently not. Shit. I suck. There we go. Woo! Bobby pin with the little nub still on. Well, not after I picked. But it was on there when it went in the cuff. Not too dead, brother. Hooking people up. That's my #1 supporter right there. Mr. Not Too Dead. Where's his card? God dang it. Scabam. Courtesy and Not Too Dead. Thank you very much, brother. Now let's bust out. Let's have a little fun, I guess. We're having fun, right? We have pulled out the Chinese H&R Super Styles in a while. Key goes in the bottom. And you need the key. Where's mine? Lanyard of keys. Alright, so let's try double locking this. There we go. Oh, nope. It's nice. You got a little diamond. You gotta get on right. Oh, there we go. Alright, we are double locked. Now, I'm very inconsistent at being able to actually pick out of these cuffs. They are a challenge, but I take a bobby pin. Usually can get the double lock picked. Oop, not there. I don't think this was an ideal tool, to tell you the truth. All right, let's adjust that a little. I think. It's hard to modify a tool while you're handcuffed, by the way. All right, let's see if I can get it with that. That'll hold the hole open, because if you see, while you're handcuffed, the hole's not there. You have to have it in the right position to be able to get in there and get down. Ah, good. Got the double lock. Sweet. I can't get that out, but who cares? But I do need now, because I can't pick it, that I just can't get it to grab and fight. It's a very strong spring to go that way. So what I can do is come in here in the front underneath that wheel and bypass the lock. So even though I have to get better at picking this, shit, I want that to stay the way I want it. I still can get out of it no matter what. So damn. HL Super Styles, baby. Very fun cuff. Highly recommend if you're getting into cuffs. Stew to the Deanie. Oh, time for bed for you, Mr. Fighting Lockpicker? Well, appreciate you stopping by, brother. Go check out at the Fighting Lockpicker. He's a wonderful lockpicker, escape art, fellow shackleman. Oh, they're definitely fun. They're a lot of fun. What's not fun, although it is fun, is trying to do the chubs, because it's a lever lock in there, and you have to either tension from that or do two tools. Coxie's Picks has a rigid chub challenge coming our way that he's sending around to all the shacklemen. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then if we're just looking at cool cuffs, let's look at a pair of the Darbies, right? You just got this screw key. If it screws in enough, you can open them up. If it's not screwed in, you can still do that. But when the key screws in, and what it does is it pulls up. Oops, pulls up that thing, so you can pull on it or screw it in. And that's how you. Oh, sweet. The Shackleman challenges. We are on the Shackleman. I don't have a pair of TCH. I got to get them, but we started with TCH rigid, or folding rigid handcuffs, or rigid if you had them, done by Coxey's Picks. Then we went on to the Peerless 700C from me, and now we're on to the Smith & Wesson challenges from Mr. Not Too Dead. First challenge is in the books. He's about to put up another challenge coming up this weekend, he said. So we're looking forward to that. My fixation with cuffs. I like to get out of them. I like to beat things. I like to... I'm attached to my desk now. So if I can't reach it, I can't use it. All right, hold on. I have claustrophobia. This helps with that. I was abducted and restrained and held against my will in a few different situations as a child. So I want to be able to always get myself free. Try not to bend the hook. Oh, I just slipped off it. All right, I'm going to try swooping around. I haven't swoopied in a while, so... Nugget porn. Wow. Right? It's popcorn. Get some popcorn, baby! Some nice, pretty powder-coated Peerless 150Cs. Put a couple of these on. Dig out our handcuff key tool. We'll double lock them. We'll try to double lock them. Yep, there we go. Alright, put that aside so it doesn't get buried. Doubled. Now, if only I could find the tool I want to use. I'm sure at this point it's probably just buried. So, I'm going to have to go with the bobby pin. Pop the double. Pop that single. Clear the bow so I can get to this one. Pop the double. Pop the single. Pop the double. Pop the single. And then you're out of the cuffs. Uh-oh, what did Marissa do? Is she in the house? Did Marissa show up? Tondo, Bobby, how you doing? And can you, yeah, you can buy them. I mean, depends where you're at. Everybody's got laws. I used to be a magician, Batman fan. Which is funny that you say Batman. I also did the Batman Forever Water Stunt Spectacular at Six Flags in Houston. I played Bruce Wayne and Two-Face. I did not get to be the Bat. Great gig, though. Great gig. She couldn't, too many steps to reach the phone, so she could jump in. Tisk tisk. Alright, just if you weren't here before, we were celebrating my boy Rock Out to Lockout hitting 2K on YouTube. We're celebrating my boy Not Too Dead hitting 1K on Instagram. I am pushing for 40K here on YouTube, so fucking sub me up, guys. Come on, man, sub it up. Help me get there. And then after that, I'll beg you to help me get to 50K. Well, I just wanted to jump in here, have some fun, say hey, do a quick live, feed the algorithm, the content beasts, and have a little fun. I'm going to go hang out with my boys in the Discords, and we're going to have some fun, talk some smack. But I'm here tomorrow night. We're going to have a full show, Shackleman After Dark, Eastern Standard Time, midnight. I think I'm going to go over the higher security stuff that I have. We'll go over the transports, the leg irons, the hinged, split pawl, and, worded QAs, things like that, stuff I have. And we'll talk about the security of handcuffs and things like that. So hope y'all jump back in here tomorrow night, midnight, Eastern Standard Time. And everybody have a great weekend. Love you. Thank you for stopping by.